And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Vabanque. So last week, I did a top 10 games to get you in the mood for Vegas. Vabanque is definitely in that category. It's on that list, and I love Vabanque. Now, this is a reprinting of Vabanque, and it's pretty much a straight reprinting rules-wise of the original one. The original one looks pretty bad, actually, but I really like the game. It's half designed by Bruno Fedudi, best known for games like Citadels, and Leo Calavini, best known for fairly themeless, joyless games, in my opinion. I jest, Mr. Calavini. But I'm not too big of a fan of his games, but the combination here really is one that I enjoy. So I already like this game, know that going in, but I wanted to show you the game, show you how the new one plays. This was Kickstarted, didn't succeed, and yet they published it anyway. Huzzah! I want to show you what the new one has in it and let you know about it, and then hopefully you will see why I like it so much. At the beginning of a game of Vabanque, you're going to put tables out so that there's enough tables so that you can place every player's piece on every other table, like I have out here. Each player is going to get 4 cards, one card that they're going to have that you keep track of, that's who you are, and then the other 3 cards, you have a trap, a doubler, and a bluff card that you're going to have. There are 4 rounds of the game, and in each round, the same process is going to take place. First of all, players are going to put some chips on the board. In round 1, players will put 4 5 chips, then 3 10 chips, then 2 20s, then 1 50. All other chips will remain on the board. After all the chips have been placed on the board, players are going to look, and each table is going to have a value. So in this case, this table is worth 15,000, this one's worth 5,000, this one's worth 0. Players are then going to take turns, one at a time, placing their cards face down. So I might, for example, put my trap card next to this table here. I might put, as the blue player, I might put my doubling card here, and I'll put my bluff card here. And each person's going to do that. So everyone puts out one card, then everyone puts out another card. Once everyone has put out their cards, in turn order again, each player is going to decide whether they're going to stay where they're at or they can move 1, 2, 3, 4 clockwise. Let's say yellow moves 1, green stays where they are, pink stays where they are, blue's going to move 1, red's going to move 2, black's going to move 3. Now, once that happens, then you're going to reveal the cards at each table to see what happens. So red went here, for example. It's worth 20,000. But black and green both trapped that table. Now, if no one had gone there, nothing would happen. But since red went there, instead of red getting the 20,000, black will get 20,000, and green will both get 20,000. On the table where black has placed it, there is 2 bluff cards, but there's a doubler. So instead of this being worth 5, it's now 10. But red trapped it, so red's going to get the 10 rather than black. At green's table, again, the money was doubled, and blue trapped it. At pink's table, pink trapped their own table, which doesn't do anything since they went there. Yellow trapped it, so yellow gets the 10. And over here, blue and red both play the doubling cards, which, as you can see on the card, makes it a ×3. So instead of this being 10, it's 30, and blue gets all of it. So you're going to go through all the different tables. People are going to get their money. Then you're going to see how much money everybody has. You're going to be giving out the turn order cards for the next round. Whoever has the most money will go first each round, which is a disadvantage. Except now, you're going to be putting out 10 chips. The tables are going to be more valuable. Then the 20 chips will be added. And finally, the 50 chips will be added in the final round. You do 4 rounds of this, and whoever has the most money is the winner. So the game comes with paper money. I've never been a big fan of paper money. I mean, it's really pretty paper money, and it's like glossy, but it's going to get all beat up. This is surprisingly not too beat up, considering I've played this several times already, but it's just going to get all, I mean, you're careful with it, but meh. The chips themselves are nice. I know they originally had wanted actual poker chips, but these cardboard tokens work really well. They're easy to tell apart. The cards are also really well done. I think you're going to probably want to sleeve them because it'll be really important. It's only 3 cards per player, and you know the other side looks good. My favorite part of this are the playing pieces themselves. I really like these. Different shape, different color, very Vegas-y feeling. These are really cool. That's pretty much it, though. The whole thing fits inside a box that's definitely bigger than it needs to be, but I don't know. I like the components. The rules are in French and English, but they're very easy to read. Well, okay, they're easy to understand. They're not so easy to read. I wish they kind of use a different font and coloring here. You might have to look closely at them, but understanding them isn't too problematic. Now, Vabanque, one of the things that I really like about Vabanque is that it goes up to 6 players. And in fact, it's my favorite way to play the game with 6. I played it with 4, 5, and 6 so many times. But 6, just there's so much going on in the game. Now, you got to realize going in that Vabanque is not a game of deep strategy. It's just a game of bluffing and thinking, is that person going there? In this game, you're going to walk out with cash. You definitely are. I mean, I hope so. I suppose it's possible to go 4 rounds and never get money, but that would be kind of tricky. That meant your trap card never goes off, and you never go to a table without a trap. But you can, and in fact, you can get millions. The highest bill in here is a $500,000 bill. Woo! But that can happen because near the end of the game, there might be 100 points worth of chips on the table. 2 people put their money there. That means it's tripled. It's now worth 300. 2 people go there. I steal and get the money from both of them. 600,000 I just got in one turn. So to that end, know this. The 4th round is really powerful, and while it does not determine the winner necessarily, there's a lot more money on the table, and it can. The game is just silly fun. You're either going to love it or not. I know some people who aren't going to enjoy this, but you have 3 cards. You have to figure out where the doubling card is, where the other card is, and you're watching people as they put them out. Turn order is never so as important in this game, and it's a good catch-up mechanism by making the person in first place go first. If you don't move off your spot, then I know that you probably put a doubler there, so I'm going to go there. Except Sharon also put a card there. Is she going to steal from both of us? Would Sharon do that? I don't know. This game, it lets you be a little mean to people, although you never lose your money, but you don't get money. So there's a little bit of meanness there, but it happens all the time, every round, and you kind of expect it. And you also will sit there the whole time thinking, I should have moved off that spot. This game is just silly fun. I play it at every convention I go to. If they have a Vabanque there, I'm going to pull it out and play it with some people because I think it's that entertaining. It's fast. We're talking 30 to 45 minutes. You leave feeling like it was a fun game whether you win or lose. There's really no other game out there like it. You get to handle tons of cash. You get to put out poker chips, and you're a big player, but you don't need to know anything about gambling. And in fact, the game isn't so much gambling at all, other than you're gambling that Bob did not put the steal card there. It's very easy to teach, easy to play. Like I said, a lot of players. I love this game. Check it out. That is Vabanque. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment. Excellent.